Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the WWE Elite Collection 101 Ricochet figure from Mattel. Ricochet is without question one of my favorite WWE superstars, and as soon as I saw him in this gear, I was like, I need that in figure form. And lo and behold, less than a year later, we get that. So was this worth it? Well, let's talk about that. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure looks great, and like I said, I have been waiting for a figure with this gear pretty much as soon as I saw it. And you know what, honestly, I think they delivered here because you know, the gear looks great. It's that bright yellow. I'm not even a fan of the color yellow, but with this fire motif, it totally just hits. It hits just the right way, and they nailed it, you know, especially against the red and the black. Just really vibrant. And as you can see, the belt here on the gear, this is just kind of a glued on piece to the belt here. And you can see Ricochet's name here on the side. Just everything just looks great. And I love this gear. I love that they just totally nailed it. The tattoos are actually kind of scaled down, or like kind of toned down from the tone they were on his Elite 80, which I have right here. So as you can see, you know, just a little more dull, and that as it should be. I mean, as tattoos age, they kind of dull out a little bit. They're not as vibrant as they were before. That's a beautiful touch, and makes me love this figure even more. Not only that, but naturally, I mean, you probably take this head and put it on that figure. This head is a little light in skin tone as compared to this one, but yeah, just that's pretty awesome. And yeah, I just love the way this figure looks. I think they nailed the physique. This is a great formula for Ricochet. And as you can see, I mean, that's what they use for the torso on the 80. But you know, we got the different wraps, you know, all in black. And I guess one of the issues with this figure is that the tattoo tampos actually go over the wrist tape, which is a little weird. We don't get that here at all. And yeah, just a great looking figure overall. I really like the head sculpt. Kind of captures the like kind of, you know, half smile. Just definitely, Ricochet has resting nice face. As another person with resting nice face, I appreciate that. So yeah, really cool all around. Just a great figure, great gear. Just awesome to see that in plastic form. So that's aesthetics. Straightforward with the accessories here, especially where it is an Elite, but definitely not a bad thing, and very much in line with what we saw with the Elite 80. So right out of the box, we do get some standard C-grips. As you can see, got a little bit of paint rub right there with the black, unfortunately, but you know, it doesn't matter to me, especially not going to show on the shelf. Then we get a pair of kind of splayed out hands. Looks very nice. As you can see, the wraps as well. And yeah, just looks good. And then finally, we get the Intercontinental Championship. I actually really like this design for the belt. My lights are a little skewed here, so pardon me, but also the shininess is gonna throw off my my focus there. But really well sculpted, really well done with the wash to kind of bring out those details. So yeah, really cool belt overall. And yeah, that does it for accessories. Articulation balance here are wonderful, as they tend to be with these modern Elites. But I have a couple of comments to make, and I'll make them as we go. But as you can see, really good balance here. I couldn't so much get it on the left foot as much as here on the right foot. So as you can see, like this holds really well, and that comes down to something we'll talk about in a minute. But for the head, we are in a barbell joint, pardon me. So we can look up a little bit, look down about that far. It's more or less neutral. You can see it's kind of kicking back because of the plastic. We get some nice tilt though because of the room under there, and of course some swivel for the shoulders. We are hinge and swivel, coming up into a perfect T. We do have bicep swivel. We do have double jointed elbows, bringing us beautifully in half. We have hinge and swivel, all horizontal. Then we come to the diaphragm, and again, this old school ab crunch. This is the same we saw on the Elite 80, and not really getting too much forward. As you can see, like here's neutral, here's crunch. Not great. Could be a little bit better. And back is pretty much neutral, unfortunately. Again, so about an outdated torso at this point, to be sure. But we do get that swivel at the waist, and then we come to the hips. Get almost full splits, which is absolutely commendable. So that's definitely good. Front kick is just about 90, maybe a little bit short. Then we get thigh swivel, double jointed knees, which are gonna come up to about here. We're running into that knee pad a little bit. Then we get boot swivel and perfect point. Some damn nice forward and some rocker inside but not out, and that also contributes to the balance because you're not gonna be able to kind of work outside. You're only gonna be able to work inwards towards the center part of the figure. So yeah, that's articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here he is with some other WWE figures, with some other wrestling lines, with some Hasbro and some Mattel, with some imports, with some monsters. Finally, with an articulated icons Oni and yours truly in human form as a Val vs. Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the Elite 101 Ricochet figure from Mattel is that this is a great figure. Honestly, a lot of stuff that was good about the Elite 80 for Ricochet with some added elements, obviously double jointed pinless elbows and you know, the updated lower legs and stuff like that. But overall, just a great figure. And certainly if you love Elites, if you're a fan of Ricochet as I am, like absolutely worth picking up. You know, I do wish that the rockers went both out and in, but you know, that is what it is. It still definitely works. As you can see, you could definitely get kind of a super kick sort of situation going on there in terms of posability. So yeah, I absolutely recommend this. Obviously, I'm a little biased because I am such a Ricochet fan, but yeah, no, totally cool figure, and is showing up on various shelves as this wave starts to hit. Certainly Walmart's. I think it might hit Target's probably soon as well, but it's available in various online sources as well, not limited to Entertainment Earth, of whom I happen to be an affiliate. So if you use the link that shows up right here right now, or use the link in my description, you'll get 10% off if this is currently in stock. If not, as long as your order is over $59, you'll get free shipping, which is a pretty cool deal. So definitely get down on that if that is something that interests you. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. You know, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. And if you did, I hope to see you again, because I do various reviews a week of action figures related to tokusatsu, dinosaurs, monsters, pro wrestling, of course, and more. So come on back, let's have some fun. Let's talk about toys and liking too many things. So yeah, I hope to see you back. And ultimately, I hope that you are well. I hope that all of your toy dreams come true. And most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.